is like a coach. My enemies watching me close. They wanna see me on low, but all of my hitters, they ready on go. Send that bliss.
Going into year 2 with the Hurricanes, we're coming off of a 10-4 season, 6-3 in the conference, where we won the Russell Athletic Bowl. We had a top 25 defense. King was an All-American. 2 players on the All-ACC first team, 3 players on the All-ACC second team, and 8 players drafted. We're at this point, though, where we need to continue to stockpile talent. This past season, we only brought in 2 5-star players, so I'm hoping this year we can bring in a lot more of those 5-star, superstar, program defining type players. So we get 116 matches. We have a 5-star athlete from Temple Terrace, 5-star athlete from Boca Raton, 5-star running back from Iowa, 5-star receiver from Orlando, 5-star receiver from Cali, 5-star tackle from Alabama, 5-star receiver from Mississippi, and then back to the 4 stars. So we ended up with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5-stars out the gate to choose from. And like I said earlier, we only had 2 last year. That was our number 1 overall tight end, Edwards, and our 5-star athlete, Justin Hart. So we ended up with the number 1 recruiting class in the country. My thing is now, can we get depth? Can we continue to bring in 4 stars? Like right here, we got 25 players on the recruiting board, and what was it? 18 of them are 4 stars? That's crazy. And now we're about to go to New York and see who else we could bring from the city. But I think we're in a good, mode, path, condition. I don't know what word I want to use. I think we're doing well. And then here in New York, damn, they ain't really got nobody. You would think they got the same kind of talent that we've seen the past 2 or 3 recruiting classes, but I guess not. Especially when now we're back to having some kind of prestige with the 10-win season. But I don't know. I mean, who they have every year in the state has nothing to do with us, if that makes sense. I wish we would have had more recruits to choose from, because I'm pretty sure we would have been able to get them this time around. So now let's go look at players that we can redshirt. As you see here, Anderson and Junior, we're not going to redshirt them. Hart, we're not going to redshirt him, but Griffin, we will. Hart's the 5-star we talked about earlier. In terms of these running backs, I mean, we need 5 of them, so we're not going to redshirt anybody. And then in terms of the receivers, again, it's kind of slim pickings. We have, 6 receivers? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will redshirt Anderson because he's the weakest link right now, and he can always get better. And then, obviously, in terms of depth chart, it's going to be those same names you just saw. We're not going to switch anything around. We'll probably leave it all as it is. Except for here, with this fullback getting to be the 4th-string running back. Doesn't really make sense because we have 5 running backs. So let's get one of those young guys in there. And I also think we'll probably be able to recruit better. So those guys we're not redshirting, it really don't matter. They'll play whatever they need to play, and then we'll probably end up replacing them. And then try to get Barry in here. And so, as it is, Williams is actually going to get a little bit of playing time as a freshman receiver. So what we'll do here with the punt return position, we won't put Williams. We'll instead put Wade. Because if you think about it, Williams is about to play. He's going to be in the rotation. So he don't really need to be on special teams that heavy. And so we'll put, Wade and Barry and let them get a chance. Even though Barry might get a little bit of run as well. And then here, I ain't gonna lie, now that I'm looking back at it, this was kind of a bad decision with these running backs because you have guys that are 99 overall and high overalls, and we're gonna switch them for 82s. So it's like a 17-point drop off in terms of overall. But again, trying to get these young guys a chance to play. Hopefully, we could win freshman All American at the return positions, but I don't know. Last year we didn't. Last year it backfired on us. It is what it is, though. Let's get to setting up the schedule and who we're going to play this time around. Last year, who we played? Oklahoma early, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Is I'm going to try to continue to play teams that, not just because of the ESPN 30 for 30, but just teams in general that it makes sense that we're playing, that there's some kind of history or something there, not just random guys. Like Nebraska, obviously, then they played each other for a national title as well. Notre Dame, Catholics versus convicts. And then now here, we could play Florida Atlantic. I mean, it would make sense. But I'm trying to see who can we finesse into this spot right here. I mean, if we don't find nobody, we'll play. I bet, yeah. Let's play UTEP. This is our second year with the program. Let them come to Miami. I mean, it kind of lowered our... I think it lowered our strength of schedule. I'm not sure. Taking off my headphones, bro. I used to, like I said, wear the headphones all the time so I could hear the playback, but I'm good on that. Should just be on my head nowadays. Let's get to the season. Like I always say, I'm about to be quiet on this real quick because this one of them unnecessary long parts. Let me see what I could look up. Probably see who Miami played in those national championship games. Let me see if there's an actual... Nah, it's just saying when they won it. It's not saying who they beat. And then with the bowl games, it's kind of dumb because I want to see who did they beat for real, though. So that first championship they won in 83. Let's see. Damn, this shit making me have to go through it. They ended up beating Nebraska for that first one. And then 87, they beat Oklahoma, right? That makes sense. And then 89, they beat Alabama. 91, they beat Nebraska. So they beat Nebraska twice for the national title. So that's why this is a good game right here. We're the better team. I mean, let's see what happens. Honestly, I ain't trying to play games. I think we could be an ACC championship team, so I really don't care. So they beat Nebraska 3 times for the national title, if I'm not mistaken. But here goes the game against UTEP. Obviously, I want to play that game because that's our old squad. That's really the only reason why. We're like 13 overalls better. Freaking offense is like 15 overalls better. Defense is like 8 overalls better. Something like that. So, I mean, I don't think this should be any problem, any resistance from UTEP right here. They should come through and get their doors blown off. Because I actually don't know who they got on their squad. It should be them 2 young running backs, which was, what was it, Johnson and Harris? Should be them 2. Slaughter at receiver, Sanchez at receiver. I think Peoples at tight end. I think that's his name was Peoples. I don't know. We actually played somebody, so I guess it's a little bit different. We're 0-2 though. They're 1-0. So when you look at like kind of like the statistics and them being 7th and we're like 20 some or whatever, we actually played people. Like we wasn't out here bull crapping. Like we made sure we had a strong schedule before this game. So I mean, see, 3 rushing yards. I don't know, man. It got to be the rank. We're like 107th and they're third. That makes sense because there's no way in hell they've only given up 3 rushing yards all season and 4 passing yards. So yeah, it has to be the rank. I saw that last game or one of the other games and I was like, that don't make sense, bro. But then one time it had 0. So it's like, what are you ranked 0? You're not ranked at all. That means you like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be ranked 0. You would have been ranked like 120th. If you know what I mean, I don't know. Who's that quarterback? Preston Dewey? Who the hell is that running back? 29. Well, obviously it's gonna be different because we don't have what was his name? Duke Johnson, that little short dude. And he got hurt anyway. We don't got Duke and we don't have what was his name? Number 25. God dang, I gotta go look it up. The dude that we talked about that got moved to safety. The heck was his name? The most running back name ever, too, by the way. Swear that boy got the most running back name ever. Dallas Crawford. They got Alvin out there and Aaron. That's tough. That is hard. The twin brothers. Let's see what we could do, though. We get ball first, as always. It's not rigged. We normally get the ball first. I don't know. People like to defer, which to me is stupid as shit because now when we run down and score you playing from behind whole game. Oh, that's a nice block. Oh, he out of there. Oh, yeah. I was talking that shit about the running backs. Hey, man. I was talking that shit about the freshman running backs. And that's how we start the game off. 102-yard kick return touchdown, bro. That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard. That's how you start the game off. Broke the record by, I don't know who the hell the 1996 Tennessee wide receiver is. 1996 Tennessee wide receiver kick return record. Who the hell did that? Let's Google. What the heck? I'm trying to see because we're simulating, by the way, longest kick return. And they actually putting up a little bit of a fight. Ain't gonna lie, they actually made it look like they was about to go score. And then I don't know, our offense don't look as good. Because last year I could have sworn we would have jumped out on these boys. Now we're up 14. Get a nice stop here going into the half. The stats that I'm seeing, it look like it's showing me the NFL. So now we're here going into the fourth. Wow, this game is way closer than it needed to be. We end up kicking this field goal right here. And I'm going to try to play. Damn, don't let them score like that. I'm going to play the last drive right here. If I could kind of run the clock a little bit. Let's see. I'm looking at the Tennessee stats real quick because I'm being nosy. I want to know who the hell they saying had that longest return before we just broke it. Just because I want to know. First carry, we get to Dillard. Let's see. Show defense, show kick returns. The long kick return. Is it Peerless Price? I don't think so. Because the nigga only had 91 return yards. Good shit, Elder. Let's go. It might have to be him, but I don't see how it would be him. Because wouldn't it say his longest would have been... It might be him. It really might. That would make sense. I just don't see why it wouldn't show his longest as 96 because he only had like, almost got freaking annihilated. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because it said he only had freaking 91 yards the whole season. So I don't know. And then if it's this dude Mark Levine, he's a running back. He's not even a freaking receiver. Unless they just put that shit up there and they just put some random shit. You know what I mean? They might have just put some random shit. Dillard straight through the middle. He probably could have got a little bit more if he was to lean a little bit more right. Alvin got 9 tackles. Okay, I see you. Shit, y'all need every single one of those tackles. Team is ass, bro, right now. Because we're 0-2, right? And I got to call a spade a spade. We're over here struggling with UTEP. Like, damn, how we supposed to win the ACC championship? This shit looking crazy. Oh, square. Wide open. Damn, he's slow. I think he's a tight end, though. Oh, I mean, shit. Well, he did end up getting some yak on that. Slow as hell, but did get some yak on that. Let's go look real quick. I want to see something with past NCAA football champions real quick. Because I don't know. There was something I was looking at trying to figure out. Oh, that was with 2K. It got nothing to do with this shit, actually. Nothing to do with this. Let's see. College football national champions. Game results. And so, I don't know what year we're in. I have no idea what year this is because this is year 2. So it would have been year 4. So it would have been 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17. So this year might actually be Clemson's year. So I don't know about us winning the ACC. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to run this in. Dillard, man, lean on them boys. But then again, we should run the clock. I don't know why we're in such a rush to score. If we bullshit, they might get the ball back. And, well, even if they get the ball back, we'll be up by 2 scores. So we should be able to hold on no matter what. Trying to figure out what season this is, like what number it is. And score at the same time. You see, now we're running the clock. Because we got it on, what, the 2-yard line? So, shit. Could afford to run it down now. Should be able, goddamn Elder, freaking lost 2 yards. Because I'm thinking, so 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17. And Clemson's supposed to win this year. Clemson lost last year to Alabama, so this year they're supposed to win. So now that I think about it, we might not actually win the ACC. Because you know me, I like to make things realistic. I don't like to cheat like that. Yeah, we're going to run it all the way down. Because at the end of the day, we just do need to score. Oh, shit. God damn it. We on some bullshit. Well, there's 2 ways to look at it, right? We ran down the clock enough that if we go for the field goal, which doesn't look like an option here. It looked like we might just go for it. I was going to say, because if we go for the field goal, we'll be up by 6. So they'll have to score to beat us. If we go for it, we have to score. Yeah, that's touchdown. I mean, I figured we could score. I don't know why. Like, they bowled up. They made it a little bit difficult last 2 plays. But, yeah, we could score on them boys. And I don't know. Maybe because we had to switch out the offensive players, so they switched out the defensive players and made it even easier for us to score. I don't know. It seemed like when we ran hurry up, they just did the same shit defensively and was able to stop us. And then now with the timeout, I don't know what the hell they thought we was going to do differently, that they switched up their defense and made it easier for us to score. Oh, that's tough. 31-30, they got the upset. Pittsburgh over Wisconsin. But, yeah, we could probably simulate this. This game's over. Hopefully we could keep this 10-point spread because, boy, imagine that shit. You got all the bells and whistles and you almost get upset. I wish I could switch up my suit, bro. Dillard, player of the game. I mean, he didn't really do shit. But we only scored 24 points, and he scored 14 of them. So, one thing I was looking at just randomly the other day, I seen a video. They just finished that new part at Texas Tech on their stadium. I actually need to go watch a YouTube video. Because what I think they did, bro, if I'm not mistaken, is they just made an extension to what they already had. I could have swore that's what they did because they made it. If you know anything about it, that little area, well, not little because the damn sure ain't little, but that area that they put onto, I don't know if that's the south or the north. I don't know the difference, end zone or whatever. I feel like they connected it to what they already had back there. So I need to see a certain view, bro, because it was already there. That was already where their facility was, behind that end zone part. So I'm trying to see, did they just connect it? Oh, that was a good view right there to tell. It just went by so dang fast. Or like, is it just a whole new? So as I'm looking at this view right here, bro, it looked like a whole new piece. It don't look like it's connected. It don't. It don't look connected. But they did bring it like right up to though. They brought it right up to the original facility that they was using. So I don't know. Like I said, they might have put some stuff in this new part. I'm just randomly looking at it because it's not like in this game you could do upgrades or anything. Yeah, look at it. It's like a weird little hallway. Excuse me, I had to sneeze bad right there. So we're not playing none of these games in the regular season, bro. None. So we end up going. Man, I'm sneezing bad. We end up going. What is that? 1-1 since the last game. Here at the halfway point, still 21st in the country. Now we get to the end, and I don't know, man. We kind of regressed a little bit. We're 8-4, which means what was it? We went 6-1 down the stretch, and we're 20th in the country. So I don't know. I feel like we kind of regressed this year. We didn't do as good as last year, but then we really, I don't know. Really can't complain. We still gonna get a bowl game. We still gonna get 9 wins. So I don't know. I don't know what's there to really complain about. We just gotta finish strong. We're gonna play in the Chick-fil-A Bowl, so let's just finish strong, bro. And we could worry about what we did or didn't do when it's all said and done. Cause I had a feeling like the way how we started, like with the 0-2 record, I was like, okay, that's not gonna help. But that 0-2 record, I think that was out of conference. I don't think that was in conference games. So we only ended up losing. I don't know who that is. He won the Heisman. We're going against number 21 ranked A&M, which is crazy. Like how they always get these good matchups in terms of always like teams that are one spot away from each other, which is cool. We're the better team overall offense, and then we're deadlocked on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, I figured, I mean, we only lost 2 games in the conference, which is, shoot. Last year, say we went 6-3. I'm guessing they counted the bowl game as a conference game. Because it makes sense that we would only have 8 conference games a year, not 9. That was such a odd ass number. When I saw it, I was confused as shit. I was like, there's no way we played 9 conference games and then only 3 like out of conference. But damn, I really need to blow my nose now because of that damn ridiculous sneeze that I had. We're 27th on offense, 50th on defense. I mean, we're better than A&M, technically. I don't know, man. I want to blame Preston Dewey, boy. I want to say it's his fault. He ruined into you. But he's not. He was the starter last year anyway, so, I mean, we have a chance here to still have a good season no matter what. Still win 9 games, so not really mad. And basically, we're deadlocked. I think our rushing offense is a little bit better. Passing offense is the same as theirs. I wonder who their quarterback is. It can't be Manziel no more. Why are they showing number 10 for us? Is it Olsen? No, that's not Olsen. I think that might be Anderson, number 10. I could have swore Olsen was like number 19 or something. Well, they were still number 12, so maybe they're just showing the backup or I don't know. I think this game might be a little bit more difficult than, well, obviously than the UTEP game, because that kind of showed you where we were as a team, freaking skating by. Who is that? Number 7, dude. I know Hall's a defensive end. I was good for them. I guess number 7's name is Williams, but I don't know who the hell that is. We get ball first, though. Let's see if we can get what we did against UTEP to repeat itself. Now we got fine with the return. Hey, bro, I know you ain't just run into the damn blocker. What y'all two idiots doing back there, bro? Why the hell did he have to stiff arm his own teammate? The hell? And get up off the ground. You see that boy on his knees, dry heaving? Get the hell up. The first play of the game. People probably be so nervous, like, oh man, it's the bowl game. Oh man, we here in Georgia. Oh, it's a big game. It's on TV. Like, I don't know what the hell. But you play at A&M, so you can't really act like you starstruck. It's A&M. Bro, I be trying to get out the back with this play every single time. I never run it to the front side. Because I feel like they're anticipating it. Like, the way how this game is set up, like I said, I'm always going to have the same call sheet. I'm going to have the same plays. I'm going to run it the same exact way as we continue to go through the season. We're going to run it first 2 plays. We're going to run that screen the third play. Like, that's what's going to happen, right? See, I always try to confuse the defense because I feel like when you run right where you're supposed to, a lot of times they have their guys upfield controlling the gaps and waiting for you. So I try to switch it up a little bit without actually running misdirection or whatever the case is. Literally right there, they had that shit read. That shit gets me mad, bro. Because it's like the computer, the AI kind of be smart. And they need to be, because if not, you're just going to run through and beat the shit out of them. But still, like, damn, bro, you ain't supposed to be that smart. You're supposed to still be a computer. I'm supposed to still be able to manipulate you. Like right here, square is what I'm always trying to hit. I get him most of the time. Right here, damn. Is he really a tight end? He got 1,100 yards. Or is it, I thought he was a tight end and he's built like a tight end. He looked like a tight end because that boy got 1,100 yards. I don't think he's really a tight end, bro. And he wouldn't be playing X. Yeah, I was like, that can't be right. What I say about hitting that shit on the backside. 10 yards right there. And then I got him all guessing because I just hit him with a couple pass plays in a row. So that's kind of how I started off. And then now I kind of could play with it and see what I want to do. This the point right here where I try to freestyle a little bit to keep him guessing and not knowing what's coming right here, square. Hey, man, he having a good season. But then we had a receiver last year that did the same exact thing where when we got to the bowl game, they just needed a couple catches. I think it was Lewis. So, I mean, I don't know. At this point, I just want to be known as a good offensive coach in general because with the original pilot, it was like, what the fuck? The game just froze and glitched. Still got 4 yards. But the original pilot, who got hurt? Oh, man, get your bitch ass up. The original pilot, I was supposed to be a running backs coach, and in college, that's what I did. And then when I got to the high school level, I just started pumping out running backs. Then we had a receiver here or there. But what I want to do now is I just want to be a good offensive coach in general. And that's kind of how I feel. Oh, that's a nice one. Nice little first down. You see, he got a little bit of twitch to him, too. That's what I would love to be remembered as in general, as a good offensive coach, not leaning too much on the running back, not leaning too much on the receiver, but also, I mean, if you look at the classic U teams, they didn't just have good running backs, and they really did have ridiculous running back rooms, but they had good receivers as well. They had a lot of good defensive players too. I think the one position that I think was kind of mediocre was quarterback. But I don't know. You see that with the Alabama dynasties now, too. I think Bryce Young was probably one of the first good quarterbacks. And that's no shade to the other quarterbacks. I'm talking about, like, first round pick that's actually, like, worth something. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade at any of the other dudes, McCarron and whoever else, because they won. They took care of business and they won the games they needed to. Dewey just broke the school passing touchdown record. Well, he actually been broke it, but that's probably the one position I think I need to do well at with this dynasty is quarterback. Because we're going to get receivers, we're going to get running backs, as you've already seen so far. I mean, we inherited some good receivers, we inherited good running backs last season. So for me, I think the one position that we need to hit and get some stars is quarterback. And right now, obviously, Dewey, we inherited him. He's playing well. He's a good enough quarterback. I think he's like, what, a 96, right? And then Olsen's a 95. The big signings we've made so far was Anderson. He was a good recruit. And then now we had a 5-star Hart. So, shoot, and then we got Junior. I mean, I don't think he'll ever really play, but, I mean, it's still worth mentioning. Yeah, we're running through A&M right now. It's 28-7 at the half. I think we hit our stride. Like I said, we went 6-2, or what was it? Was it 6-2 down the stretch of the season, or 6-1? Because I think we were like 2-3 at the halfway. So we ended up going like 6-1 to finish out the season. So that's looking like how we're playing right now. And then we're gonna get Olsen in there. We have 487 total yards, and we still have the whole fourth quarter to go. With our backups, where we're probably going to run the ball because we don't want to OD on this team and then get bad sportsmanship reviews. Okay, you know, this soft-ass world that we live in. Oh my gosh, you're up by 30 and you're still trying to throw the ball. Oh my gosh, shut your bitch ass up and stop us, bro. Like, we didn't freaking go and practice all week and do all this stuff for a couple weeks because it's the bowl game to come out here and then half-ass. And especially, I never understand that concept, especially when you have backups in. Do you realize these backups don't play? Do you realize this is their chance? Like, so I'm going to say, oh, receivers, y'all just going to go out there and block because the other team's ass. Like, you've been working your whole career, some of these dudes. Like, I mean, I'm not saying in this situation, but in real life, it's like, bro, you know these backups deserve a chance to run the plays and the whole playbook. Like, right there, okay, that backup did some bullshit when he got sacked for 8 yards. Might as well just threw it away. But for the most part, like, these backups deserve a chance to ball the same way. So I don't know. I don't like it. I hate when people bitch and moan about everything in general. But that's what people do, though, right? They bitch and moan. A lot of people, especially the ones that don't play or don't do anything, you know, that's their one contribution. Yo, I be bugging. That's their one contribution to life, man. The bitch and moan. All right, let's go. 2nd and 18. I don't need to score. I just want to score. I don't want to look bad. Oh, that was a freaking risky ass throw. Got 10 yards on it though. Now it's 3rd and 8. Shit, we're going to go for it, but damn, this is where I always get in trouble. Because then I end up going for it here, and if we mess up, then I got to play defense. And I got to come back around and try to score. And I'm just thinking worst case scenario because we really haven't had the time fucking through it to the other team. We had X wide open. God damn. Now it's 4th and 8. Even though I thought it was just 4th and 8, I could have swore this game just glitched out. But whatever the case is, this is my favorite passing play. Let's take a shot, see what happens. If not, we should have the X receiver coming across on a dig. Should be wide open. Oh, damn. Who was we throwing that to? I mean, we end up throwing it to our 5-star freshman receiver. He's hurt. Quarterback got blasted. It's a lose-lose for us. I mean, the quarterback's still out there, but that receiver, he's out of there. And he really didn't even get smoked that bad, I guess. I don't know. These receivers too soft. That's why, man, they can't take a hit like back in the day. Run the ball, trying to go backside. Elder, I like that. That's a good little run. That shows a lot of balance, a lot of power to finish that run like that. Normally, other running backs probably would have got tackled. It would have been over with in the backfield, low key. But that's a good little run. Oh, look, we got one of the freshmen in there, Mitchell, the one who had that big 100-yard return. Ain't that him right there? 6-yard carry. That's tough. That's good. If we could get him to score, that'd be nice. Well, because what I was saying is I don't see him being an all-time running back, but shit, if he's playing like this and then scoring touchdowns and stuff, he actually might be able to develop and be useful. I didn't think he would because I don't know. I felt like we could find somebody. Oh, I thought he was about to score that. He ended up getting hurt. This screen, I feel like this screen works. Like, it definitely has worked before. We've scored off of it, but right there, you have to block. I don't know who the hell that was. That man did not block a soul. So if he hits his block, he runs to the outside, scores that touchdown easily. But back spasms, that boy hit him so hard his back started to spasm. Ain't no way. Hey, we got Junior in there running back. Let's go, Junior. Touchdown. Junior is definitely not a running back, but it's one of those weird situations where I feel like him, I don't know. We just gotta get these players on the field however we can. So that's Junior's first career touchdown, I believe. I'm not sure. I know it's the first one we're showing you, and that's game right there. Because that's another thing. He didn't get red shirt. What was I red shirting him for? What the hell am I red shirting him for? He didn't red shirt last year. He didn't really play that much last year. Not when we played, at least. Everybody hyping him up on some Make-A-Wish shit. Like he ain't my damn son. Like he ain't good enough to be here. Like he wasn't a 33rd ranked quarterback coming out of high school. Which means he probably was like in the Elite 24. Like I feel like he's one of those that you get into the Elite 24, be like top 50, and then you play well in that or perform well, and they move you up. So that's how he ended up at 33. And then too, like I mean, growing up and playing in El Paso, he probably was dogging people. Cause he's short. He's not a tall quarterback at all. He probably was smoking people though, cause it's freaking El Paso. Your dad's a freaking coach. You've been around football your whole life. He probably was smoking shit. And then it comes to Miami. And for me, like I always say, I want my son to be a baseball player. So if he was to be on both sports and get a scholarship and play, I'd be happy. But I wouldn't push it. I would rather him play baseball. I mean, and that's the thing. If I'm the coach at any university, and especially Division One, because I wouldn't ever finesse it like that. Like I wouldn't. If I'm a Division 3 coach, bro, I'm letting my son go to whatever Division One is near or whoever give him an opportunity. I'm not ignorant enough to say, oh well, I'm the even if it's Mount Union, bro. Like even if it's one of those teams that win like the national title in D3, I wouldn't do that, bro. That's selfish. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be like, oh, you have to come to Mount Union or wherever I'm at because I'm your dad. And people do weird shit like that. Because where's Mount Union? Like in Wisconsin, I think, right? So if my son's good enough and we're living in Wisconsin and he gets Wisconsin, especially for baseball or something like you know what I'm saying, track or whatever the hell he ends up wanting to do, swimming, I don't care. Bro, go there. Like this is your life. This ain't I'm not living through you. I'm doing my own thing, you're doing your thing. Like and to me it would be better for my kids to go to bigger schools and have bigger opportunities. But for the purpose of this game, right? You see here, damn, 400 yards again. He be surprising me, damn, 150 for whoa. We had like two receivers over 150. Sick. But for the purpose of this game, if I'm the coach of Miami and my son's a senior and he plays both, first of all, what the fuck was that? That was a weird ass fucking noise. But damn, that threw me off because what the fuck was what kind of noise was that, bro? Um, but yeah, my son plays both. Then, for me, I would love for him to go to the bigger school. So Miami, obviously, they're good at baseball, right? So he probably would have already been interested in a school like that before I even took the job. So to me, for game purposes, I feel like everything is working out how it should. And we're 9-4. We blow them out, beat them by 42 points. I wasn't expecting that. Definitely was not expecting 42. Especially, like I said, after we struggled against UTEP. So, let's get into the end of the season stuff. Because what was it? We weren't a top offense or defense. I feel like we were good enough, but we weren't. Excuse me, we weren't the top. Um, I just want to see some of the accolades and awards we were able to accumulate. This one of those periods too where I could just be quiet because ain't nothing going on. Dewey reset the record book, passing touchdowns wise. Patton had the most receptions, most receiving yards. It all makes sense, most receiving touchdowns, because like we talked about before, Miami has always been so stacked where there's so many guys that need to be fed that no one went and dominated to have all these records be crazy. So let's go look at. Damn, UConn did well. Let's look at the All Americans. Bro, they keep showing Ezekiel Elliott, bro. I'm pretty sure that's who that was. And then now when we looking at it, his ass ain't even on first team All American. He probably all Big Ten though. All right, we got Burns, All American first team. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I feel like we've always had, because the first year we had Aaron as a freshman, then the second year we had Alvin as a linebacker on the first team, and then last year we had King. I think he was first team, and then now this year Burns. So I mean, big whoop. I mean, every year we have an All American individually. Damn, I might need to sneeze again. Yeah, no freshman. All right, Patton. Oh, he was a receiver. Crazy. This is the shit I be talking about. Burns, obviously. Cleveland, that's 3. That's just shit I be talking about. How we end up with 3 again, bro? Second team, we got Dillard. Odogwu, that's 2. Hamilton, that's 3. Carter, that's 4. Wow. So last year we had 2 on the first, 3 on the second. This year we got 3 on the first, 4 on the second. So yeah, we going up. I mean, technically, Dewey finished top 10 in passing yards, which is good. And that's probably because it was his second year in the offense. So that's pretty good for that to happen. Well, the last thing now is to see who is moving on, where to, and those kinds of things. Damn, we lost out on that receiver. Some of this stuff is cool. It's alright. Nothing serious going on. Like I said, we still 19-8 in our first 2 years, but it does kind of look weird to win 10 and then win 9. And it's more so too that conference championship we played for. Because in all reality, we would have been the same kind of. Well, no, we would have been 10-3 if it wasn't for losing that one. Actually, I'm about to say trying to compare as to why it was an extra game, obviously, and we didn't win it. So that's not why we won 10 games. We won not. We went 9 and basically we went 9-3, and then that. Yeah, we went 9-3 in the regular season. That's what I'm saying. And then this year we went 8-4 in the regular season. So in terms of players leaving, we got Griffin trying to go to the draft, and I don't play them type of games. He had 800 yards, 10 touchdowns. Gone ahead. Go ahead, bro. He had a big game in the bowl game. We got Dobert. He's trying to go. He had 400 and then 6 touchdowns. Go ahead. I'm never going to tell these boys not to go to the league. Now, Hart, he's going to transfer to UAB. Punk ass nigga. He's my 5-star. Now you got to go sit out. Dewey had 3,600 yards, 41 touchdowns, and only 4 picks. And then had 500 yards rushing with 1 touchdown. So, to me, that was a great season for him. Like I said, he developed. He's going to be a first-round pick. Then we got some defensive players here. Hamilton had, damn, that's a lot of tackles. That's a lot of goddamn tackles he had for a defensive end. Dillard had 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. Yeah, that looked good, man. That's a good season. And then almost 400 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, that's a good year. He's only a second-round pick. Then we got Jenkins. That's about 47 tackles, 4 pass deflections. We got Burns. That's about 32 tackles, but he had 7 picks. That's why he was All-American. Crazy numbers in terms of the picks. But then they kept trying his ass because I don't know why they kept throwing it over there. Now we got Dortch. He didn't really do shit in my opinion, but he gonna get drafted though. 4th round. Flowers, that's that big dude. In real life, he got drafted. I remember him. But that's it for the drafted players. Then we got a couple dudes that were good. Muhammad, I don't know, bro. I feel like he could have did better. McCord, damn, they at the same position too. So I really wonder how the rotation works because I'm not messing with it. I just let it auto put whoever. That's 3 straight left ends. Like I don't know how the game decides who plays, who don't play, and I think it does make a difference. I mean, I would think if all 3 of them went to a different program and they were able to just be the guy, they probably would have all got drafted. It's not like the corner position where you need 2 at a time. Like, I mean, you could put some, like, if he's good enough at left end and we don't have a right end, you could always do that. I just don't see it. These are the dudes that's not getting drafted that still had a good overall. So now I want to see. Obviously, they're probably going to get drafted where it said they would. I mean, the game doesn't really switch up that much. The only thing it does is if there's like a guy that's on the fringe, they end up actually getting drafted. So let's see how many we had this year. Last year it was 8. So we got 1 with Dewey, 2 with Dillard, 3 with Hamilton, 4 with Jenkins, 5 with Burns, 6 with Dortch, 7 with Griffin, 8 with Flowers, and then 9 with Dobert. So we had 7 upperclassmen and then 2 underclassmen. So 9 players drafted. And the crazy part, like I said before, too, is when we came over, who is this Donald? Yo, who is this Frank McDonald, man? Who is you? We ain't got no farm over here, Mr. O. McDonald. But he coming over. It's all good. He's a 72. He gonna sit out anyway. So it's all good. In terms of, I was trying to remember. Okay. So transfer. Yeah, bro. I remember because I do a map, right? And this Frank McDonald's he's gonna end up being good because of iron sharpens iron. And I was trying to figure out where the hell he came from. He's a transfer. That answers a lot of questions. That answers a lot of freaking questions now. And then you see here, you see Terry in there, my other son. So I got my 2 sons already on the team. This one, I think he's going to be a way better quarterback, obviously. I'm trying to see something. That's why I'm kind of busy. Because I'm trying to find McDonald now. I'm trying to go find my map. Yeah, bro. McDonald ended up being nice. And I didn't know where the hell he came from. USF transfer, bro. That's where he came from. So you see here, we got McDaniel, Ford, number 1 safety, number 1 tackle. Terry was the number 4 quarterback, number 9 receiver, number 18 receiver, number 28 athlete, number 5 strong safety, number 12 tackle, number 11 quarterback, number 13 running back, number 6 receiver, number 8 middle linebacker. And we got a dude from Winter Park, which is cool. And then now it kind of goes down a little bit. Damn, I didn't realize he was the number 4 quarterback in the country. Shit. So he probably came and got that get back and won the Elite 11 for the family. That'd be cool. You know how it be. Younger brother's always better anyways. And we kept the names the same as the normal pilot. So, again, Terry David, if you remember from OU, was a Heisman winner. And that boy was going stupid. I think it was his sophomore year he started. And never looked back, by the way. So, I mean, and then that's the thing too, position change for Ty David. Like TJ was a running back and now Junior is a quarterback. So it's a little bit different, but it's all still the same. I want to see if we have any important athletes and what we switch them to try to help the team. Look at these dudes, though. They're all 70s. I mean, 5 stars, bro. Got an 82 overall athlete. And he's going to be a monster at receiver. Shit. That tackle is a monster, 79 overall. I think he's the number 1 tackle in the country. God damn. It looked good, man. It really looked good when you start to look at it from the outside of, damn, look at the people that we're bringing in. Jay Davis. What did I switch him to? Quarterback? That's the only problem is, though, shit, we already got one right here. We don't need that many goddamn quarterbacks in one class. Oh, he's a running back. All right. That's what happened when I don't pay attention. I was about to say, we got too many goddamn quarterbacks. We got a bunch of receivers, but we needed it, though. Remember, we was thin at receiver. And then I didn't think, like, running back-wise, we had any stars. Like, Mitchell did get that return for us. Can't dismiss him. Fine, that punk-ass running back, that stiff-arm, his old player, trying to get the return. But I knew we would upgrade, especially now when you got 5 stars and stuff like that. I knew we would upgrade at certain positions. So now, I really can't wait to see what we do when this preseason comes. So it's Kevin Olsen's turn. He's a 99 overall. Shit. Junior, I think he's a 90. And then you know me, I'm not cutting no offensive players, especially because we were thin at running back. And then now here at receiver, shoot, they look good. If we do cut anybody, it's going to be the guy we redshirted. I mean, shit, because he just got passed by everybody we brought in. So what would be the point of keeping him? He literally got leaped. And he took a whole redshirt year. So, yeah, watch out, bro. Now we only got 4 guys to get rid of. And right here, watch out. I don't even know where the hell you came from. You had to have been a walk-on. And then here, I don't want to get rid of... I might have to, though. He's from New York. Too bad. Like, because these dudes are the weakest links. They're 3 stars as well, so it kind of makes it easier for me to get rid of them. I don't like getting rid of people, especially off of a number 1 recruiting class, but the hell you want me to do? I forgot to announce that. We did have the number 1 recruiting class in the country.
And there it goes, the end to another video following Coach Ty David on the journey from coaching high school, college, and now the NFL. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.